We're at attention. Goat flag is down. And both boats look like they got off the start nice and clean. Looks like Radcliffe might be taking the slight early edge here. With this headwind in the fore, the rowers putting all their body weight behind the handle. Radcliffe seemed to be holding their slight early edge on MIT. And if you're just joining us for the first time here today, a recap of the earlier races. In the lightweight women's varsity 8, it was Radcliffe taking the win over Stanford and over BU Wisconsin and MIT. In the second varsity 8, it was again Radcliffe taking the win over Wisconsin, who were followed by BU Stanford and MIT. And in the third varsity 8, the race was BU and Radcliffe took that one as well. So as we're here in the last race of the day for the lightweight women, in the Novice 4, it's Radcliffe currently holding the lead. But both boats obviously still in the race here. As we come into the first 500, Radcliffe have their slight lead. Radcliffe holding about a 30 stroke rating. And it looks like MIT's making a push here, MIT making a move as we're through the first 500. Both boats neck and neck here. I'd say MIT has a slight lead on Radcliffe now. Radcliffe looking nice and long. MIT at a slightly higher stroke rating than Radcliffe. Both boats here still in this race. Radcliffe look like they're starting to inch forward. And as we head into past about the 700 meter mark, they're hitting a good gust of wind here. Tough to deal with that wind, especially in a 4, especially in a lightweight women's 4. And that wind looks like it gave MIT a bit of an edge. MIT look like they now have a boat length, a 4's boat length on Radcliffe. And MIT now edging a little further over Radcliffe, trying to open up water here. Radcliffe not letting MIT walk away with it. Trying to dig right back into that lead that MIT took. Staying nice and long, nice and composed. And as we head into the 1,000 meter mark of the race, halfway point, see if the crews make a move here. Got MIT leading Radcliffe by a bit of open water. Radcliffe staying right in it, staying in the game. And as we come into crossing the 1,000 meter mark, MIT's got the lead. They have a few seats of open back to Radcliffe. Coming through the bridge. MIT's holding that lead. They've opened it up to a few seats of open. back into this wind. Got another gust of wind coming up here. Both boats taking it through that wind. Radcliffe looking like they're trying to cut back into that MIT lead. They're trying to cut back into that open water that MIT's got on them. We're coming into about the last 750 meters here. MIT holding on to their lead. Radcliffe trying to dig right back in. And Radcliffe look like they're taking a few inches off of that lead here, trying to close the gap, trying to get their bow ball back onto the stern of the MIT-4. And as we come through the MIT boathouse, MIT's holding that lead. They've got the open water back to Radcliffe. And as they're hitting these gusts of wind coming into the last 500, they really need to swing the back into it, swing the body weight back, hang on that oar handle. MIT holding their open water, heading into this last 500 now. MIT have about an 1/8 boat length of open water now on Radcliffe. MIT holding their lead here as we head into about the last 250 meters. Seems like MIT's holding on to their lead. Radcliffe trying to dig back in. They still have quite a lot of open water ahead of them. In the last 200 meters now, MIT with the lead over Radcliffe. Both boats looking to finish the race nice and smooth. In these gusts, sending the body weight back, holding on to the blade. We're coming to the last 100 meters for MIT here. They're holding good boat length, open water on Radcliffe. Radcliffe looking to finish the race strong, but behind MIT. MIT now in their last few strokes of the race, taking it to the finish line. They've got open water. And MIT is through now, with Radcliffe following behind them. Radcliffe taking it to the finish line here. And Radcliffe through the finish line as well. So that was MIT Novice 4 taking the lead over the Radcliffe Novice 4. And thank you for joining us this morning. That's going to be it for us and the racing.